Spanish.
Yes, Michael.
I can't believe you're the authority on this.
boy.
I had to ask you.
Oh, boy.
But I'm sure you saw it yesterday. Well, I know you did because I sent it to you.
I
But
sent it to you too.
Is it real
Yep.
that both of the would-be Trump assassins appeared in BlackRock videos?
It is true. Yeah, I saw it at shortly after the show. I texted it to the group, and I did some more deep dives on it. I don't know if you have that.
Also to be clear, BlackRock is not a band. It's not like music video.
Yeah.
BlackRock.
It's an investment
Right.
company. Yeah.
It's the largest investment company.
Right. That's
It is
buying up
the-
everything.
Yeah.
And it is oftentimes the group that you make reference to when it comes to controlling things and who's buying land and who owns this. BlackRock owned the land that the building was on that the young assassin got on the roof and shot Trump at.
Yeah.
Then that kid, it turns out, was in a promo video for BlackRock where they shot a clip of the video in his school and he's in there. Then the guy who tried to shoot Trump over the weekend down in Mar-a-Lago, that guy was also in a BlackRock promotional video. That can't be just coincidence.
Hey man, I've been saying it for years.
But why isn't that on? Why isn't that on the news every night? Going, okay, come on now.
Because who owns the news?
Yeah.
Nothing to see here.
BlackRock.
Okay, but it's out. It's
Yeah,
out there now.
kinda.
I mean, the video is out there.
Yeah, but people like I can't.
I don't know what's real and what's not anymore
It's
because of
real.
AI.
Right.
It's real.
That's
No,
why,
that's real.
though.
That's real. And it's crazy because I can't tell you how many conversations I had with people during the show that were calling me crazy. Then after the show, we're like, well, this is kind of weird. And I was like, yeah, welcome to the weirdness.
I don't think your conspiracy theories, if you will, I don't think they're crazy. You know, Lionel brought up a long time ago. He's anytime you question something, people call you crazy, and the reason they call you crazy is they want to quiet you down. They don't want you to feel crazy, and it's not because they're hiding something. Sometimes it's because they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
They feel stupid when you say it, and they want you to be, oh, you're a crazy conspiracy guy. But my God, I mean, how many? You want to talk about crazy? How many times do we have to see the arrows pointing before we go, okay, this is ridiculous now?
Yeah.
You got a guy who is caught within 500 yards of the president. I mean, even Ron DeSantis came out and tweeted yesterday and said that the Florida is going to do their own investigation because why are we allowing people to get this close to the president?
But if you ask any like detective, anybody who's been in law enforcement or doing stuff where they're figuring out crimes and figuring out different stuff, they say all the time that this coincidence. It's just a coincidence.
Oh,
They never say that that's more than just a coincidence.
it's insane. And the fact that there is video proof of it, how are we just going, oh, that's weird?
They not only that, but they, people were digging through some of his like public bank statements through his company.
Did you get a whole bunch of money recently?
Well, not recently, but that company hasn't done anything. And then before everything happened, he had some massive like donations.
Right.
And then that disappeared. Nobody can find the traces of his bank statements anymore. Yeah. Which I didn't used to like. I always knew the government could scrub the internet, but I didn't know to what extent they could scrub the internet. But yeah,
So you
they can.
You can find people's bank statements on the internet.
No, like his company has his IRS and tax, all that stuff is public because it's a public company. Yeah.
What about if they could take Gia Duty's sex tape off there, they can do anything.
Yeah.
No, the fact that this guy he was in North Carolina, then who goes from North Carolina to Hawaii?
Yeah. And then from Hawaii to Ukraine.
Yeah, well, I mean, what was the whole reason for Hawaii is what I want to know.
It's interesting. Yeah, nobody knows. I mean, that he built one little tiny house. I think it's super interesting that so he goes from Hawaii to Ukraine when this whole Ukraine thing started
with a militia.
Well, he's by himself, right? And then before he goes, he links up on Twitter with this woman who is a known CIA director. She's retired now, but she was like publicly, she said that she was a CIA handler of a lot of spies that went overseas to Russia and China.
Okay.
So they follow each other. Then all of a sudden he starts posting all these weird, join the fight stuff, trying to recruit people from Afghanistan, which even Ukraine was like, we're not having people from Afghanistan because they could be tied to Russia. And there's just, like I said, there's all these weird coincidences that no normal citizen should have this type of history.
But
With,
I don't understand how this isn't one of the top stories in the Tampa Bay Times today.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm saying I don't understand this because I don't. Like, why? I want somebody to call me and go, the reason why I'm not talking about this is because of this.
Yeah.
And just say, hey, it was because of this. And because, is it because it's a coincidence? Is it because you're hiding something? Is it because there's not enough information? Is nobody working on a story? I mean, how could I just be sitting here as an average citizen going, holy cow, we need to know more about this, and nobody's doing anything
Well,
about
do you think if I hadn't said anything, you would have even known that he was in that BlackRock stuff?
Well, I didn't see it from you. I actually saw it and sent it to you asking if it was real.
Where did you find it?
It was on
Instagram somewhere?
Probably on Instagram.
Yeah, so
and I couldn't tell from the video if it was AI or if it was real.
So that's where I find that this is all super interesting because they know like the algorithms are going to give you what you search for.
Yeah.
So if they know people are searching conspiracy stuff, that this is going to come up. But they've done a great job at mind deafing everybody. Yeah, since COVID.
But that's the other thing I have to think about is this: am I getting mind deaf now? So that I could start thinking about this. Like, am I getting? Is somebody wanting me to see? Well, or
next.
somebody wanting me to see? No, like
Yeah,
they wanting to get this information out, even if it's not true, or even if it is true, but they people wanting us to see it. I don't know what I don't know what to believe anymore.
Well, that right there is, I think, where if there was like a they. That's exactly where they would want everybody is to be able to see the information
and not
feel like it's true. You got that gut instinct feeling like there's something going on here, but then shortly after that, you're like, I just don't know. So whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's wild.
Let me grab some phone calls because maybe there's people coming in with information. Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Hey, Mike. It's Trevor. How are you?
Good. What's happening?
Look, I was on TikTok earlier this morning. There's actually a picture with the guy from Mar-a-Lago with the chef from the Biden-Harris campaign.
Well, I don't know what the correlation is there. They could have just. I don't know what is he doing with the chef.
Posing a picture, pointing at him.
Like from that day?
The chef is pointing at, not from that day, but earlier. But it's just too many coincidences.
That just
you know what I mean?
He has ties with that, or
exactly.
He has some connection.
Why
with
would
that
he
party.
be any? Why would he be any connection close to the Biden-Harris campaign chef?
Yeah.
Like how do you get that close? Because a chef, that is someone who is in your circle who's
Direct.
I believe that. I mean, I don't know, sir. You could be right. There could be something going on there. Or to me, that would be more of a coincidence other than if the BlackRock thing didn't exist, we can go, well, that's just a chef. And the chef could have other jobs and all this other stuff. And, I don't know. There's too many things. There's too many things pointing out. I didn't know that. I didn't know that information.
Yeah. I just know that from what I've learned about how proxy wars are fought and how we've done a great job at influencing other countries through people like this guy where they're easily manipulated. They go in, they cause a big ruckus. Next thing you know, you got a new regime step in because they're going to protect everybody from people like this. It's all the same playbook that's happening right here to us right now, and nobody, people bring it up, and everybody says, you're crazy. That would never happen here. That's something that happens in third world countries, like trying to arrest somebody who's your political opposition. That's also happening right here.
A photo has emerged of Chef Jose Andre, who was named the co-chair of the United States President's Council on Sports and Fitness and Nutrition in 2022, along with Trump's would-be assassin, Ryan Wesley Routh. The photo was shared, blah, blah, blah. So this is a picture of the chef with the guy, and they're posing in front of a bunch of mini Ukrainian flags.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, what's even crazier? If you search...
Somebody actually took a picture with a chef. Like it was somebody
it's weird.
famous.
There was video for a while that people were saying was from the first shooter, the guy that hit Trump's ear, that he was taken out of school by what looks like the active standing CEO of BlackRock one day. And I saw the video with my own eyes. Do you remember?
Yeah.
So now when you search for the video, it's way shorter. It seems to be edited, and people that had it archived on, private servers, it's gone from there. It's just, everything's just wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't understand nothing. All right. Well, there you go. That's my 2 cents for the day. Galvin, what do we have in news?
Did we do the thing or no?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry.
My whole perception on BlackRock really changed when they bought meals for Chamberlain in high school.
That's
for the-
Blackstone.
That's
Oh,
Black
no.
Rock.
No, it was
Oh.
Black Space Rock.
Oh,
Black
okay.
Rock, not
Black Space Rock?
No.
Like a moon rock?
Yeah.
I love
Black,
Oh, my bad.
Black Rock with no space in between, bad. Black
Yeah.
Rock with a space in between, good.
I
And
thought
delicious food.
I thought, how bad could they be? They're feeding the kids.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah,
terrible.
no, different companies.
Oh, my
bad.
Different companies. Black Rock.
Yeah, like if you
Good.
wanted to do a deep dive later, BlackRock is the one company that's been pushing for like the past 20 years these 15-minute cities that the World Economic Forum bid on, and that they tried to do the wall in Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, that failed miserably.
And they own like 80% of the
More than that, 86%.
mortgage,
Yeah, yeah.
housing market right now.
Yeah, and their algorithm, Aladdin, ALADIN, is our government used it in 2008 to bring back our economy, and then the European governments used it after that. And their deal with the government was they would allow Aladdin to be used, but they had to trade all of the standing information that the NSA and the department had just had on all of its citizens.